Well, hello gang. It is a Monday, just afternoon here in beautiful sunny Mazatlan. I'm standing right at the beginning of the Golden Zone along the Malecon, right by Valentino's, looking back towards Centro and Playa Norte, Playa Sur, Los Peños, etc. And I thought I would just do a quick walk today, starting here at Valentino's, and take you through a bit of the Golden Zone, the tourist area where, you know, you find a lot of the bars and restaurants and souvenir shops and a lot of action, you know, during the week, particularly for a lot of the expats and folks visiting from the States, Canada, and other Mexican tourists coming from other areas. There's a lot of action that goes on down in the Golden Zone, and thought I would just take a quick walk through there. Now Monday, the thing about Monday is some of the places may be closed. They go hard at it Tuesday through Sunday, and you know, sometimes places will close on Monday, give everybody a break and, you know, take the day off. But it's a gorgeous day today, and I thought I would get some of this down for you. So let's start heading towards the Golden Zone, or deeper into the Golden Zone. As we pan around, you'll notice there's a place over there that's got a big yellow M. I believe that is probably familiar to many of you. That is the McDonald's right here at Rafael Buelna, the traffic circle. And you know, probably a place many of you visit on occasion when you need that fix of those McDonald's golden French fries. I have to admit that occasionally I have to stop and have a Big Mac myself. Not that often, but I do have to do it at some point. So let's take the walk as we go past the traffic circle, and we'll get a shot here of Valentino's as we go by. Valentino's. This place has been quite famous. I mean, since the 80s. It is not as big a deal now as it was, but it used to be, you know, discos and all sorts of stuff. My understanding is they also had a dance floor that was basically glass, and it was out over the water. So a popular spot for tourists. Now it is now, I think, divided into several different restaurants. My understanding is one of them is a breakfast spot that seems to be, or at least I've heard, is pretty good. I have not been there myself, but we are walking right by Recito nightclub. So they have, you know, dance music going on, especially during Carnival Week, which was a couple weeks ago. But you'll see restaurants, you'll see bars, you will see, you know, Senor Frogs. If you go up this way through the traffic circle, you'll notice up that way, Rafael Buelna is the Soriana Hyper grocery store. Just beyond that and off to the right, you will find a Sam's Club, and then just another block or so down, the Gran Plaza, which is the old mall, where you can do a lot of, you know, typical mall shopping, what have you. There's a new mall out in the Marina area called the Gallerias. It's, I will say, newer anyway. With the Liverpool and, you know, similar type of thing, but a little newer. This is Camarón Sábalo, which takes you all the way from this spot through the marina, through Sábalo country, and eventually you you can get on out to Cerritos once you get past the marina. There are also shops and restaurants out that way, so you know, the Golden Zone is by no means the only place to go for a good time here in Mazatlan. Obviously, Centro is another. You know, Centro is certainly another spot that a lot of people enjoy. But we'll just stroll down this way, and we'll get up here pretty soon, and we'll take a left and head right into the heart of the Golden Zone and the restaurant area, bar area. And there's also businesses in that area too. As a matter of fact, for those of you from the States, there is a consulate office in the Golden Zone, and we will probably walk by it. My understanding is it's not very, how would I say this? They don't do a lot of things there. You can, if you need something done, you can call and make an appointment, and of course they will tell you if it's something they can or cannot do. My guess is that if it's not an emergency of some type, that perhaps they're not going to be able to help you with much. But I don't know. I've never had to use it. But just to let you know, there is a consulate here, or at least a what they call a consular office. Paradise Bay condominiums. As you might guess, there are lots of places down here that are capable of producing a lot of noise. Beginning with the traffic, obviously. This is a heavily used main road. And traffic is, or can be, I would say, can be kind of a hassle. This is Taqueria San Pablo, which is one of my probably one of my, if not favorite, taco spot, at least that I've visited in the last couple years. Now, my friend Alma has told me that there's one other she likes better. And we're going to go there at some point, and we'll do a little video of it. But San Pablo is very, very good. You'll enjoy it. And the prices are good. Papas and drinks, potatoes and drinks. There's construction going on everywhere. There's Tony's Terrace Bar and Grill. Shops. Typical souvenir shops, which you're going to find a ton of them down here, obviously. Since this is the tourist zone. Designer's Bazaar, a collection of shops. Here. Diseños Bazaar. Here's Los Zarapes, the restaurant and bar. Nice place. The Playa Bonita Hotel. Basically, beautiful beach hotel. They have a nice dining terrace here. I've been by, I have not eaten, but I've been by and they've had a nice looking breakfast. Agatha, another fancy restaurant. One thing about it, I don't go to too many fancy restaurants when I'm down here. And I don't know why. I guess it's because I'm usually I usually just don't know what I want to eat. So there's nothing that really hits me. Now eventually I will. I'm going to go to some of these places and probably do some videos. But at this point, you know, I go to my favorite pizza place, La Sagrada, out in Sabalo. I go to Austin Barbecue, also now in Sabalo. I go once in a while to La Catrina. I go to Diego's, but they're all within a couple blocks of my apartment. I don't come down here very often. One of the reasons is I don't really drink anymore, so a lot of the stuff here revolves around drinking. It's not that I don't have a beer once in a while, but I'm just not in that all-out party mode like I was in my younger years. There's a Quality Inn across the street, right in the heart of the zone. If you look down this way, you will see at the end of the street another one of those places you've probably seen before. It's called Burger King. Yes, that's right, folks. Burger King. Again, one of those places that every once in a while you gotta have a Whopper. You know what I'm saying? I believe you do. Bottom. Hola, amigos. That fucking should be. Mocha. And here is the consular building. Very discreet. Just a little brown building. Now the door is open, so there must be someone there. But again, I believe that you have to call ahead of time and get an appointment if it's something that they can even help you with. So, but it is right across from Playa Mazatlan condominiums, right next to the Quality Inn, basically, and right off the street here, little brown building. Nice walking in the shade. Boy, during the summer, it's a tough walk. Of course, in the summer, it's a tough walk everywhere down here after about 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning. But this time of year, it's nice. Temperatures in the upper 70s. There's La Terraza, a restaurant, the terrace. You'll see rentals down in this area. Not sure that I'd want to stay down here myself. if I was a young person, you know, 25, 30 years old and was here partying, I would definitely look into it. There's the Azteca Inn Hotel, Todos, Gringo Lingo. Now, Gringo Lingo does some happy hour. I know most of the places you'll find happy hour, particularly during the winter season, when all of the gringos are here. I know they do game nights. Let's just take a look at what they've got on the menu. This is Gringo Lingo. Happy hour, 2 for 1, 4 to 6, and 8 to 10. So that's kind of cool. Souvenir shops all over the place, as you might imagine. The Shrimp Factory. This is the intersection of Playa Gaviotas, which is the street we just walked down, and De las Garzas. De las Garza is at the end of this street. You will there's a Panama restaurant at the end of the street on the left. There's also a cantina right in the middle. We'll walk it right down there. We'll go ahead and take a walk down this way. But there's Legends. There is Que Pasa. Que Pasa is owned by a lovely Canadian couple. And you will find a lot of expats that hang out there, having a few cervezas. They do live music almost every day. As a matter of fact, many, if not most of the restaurants down here do have some form of live entertainment going on, at least parts of the week. So that's nice. You can go out and you can hear all sorts of entertainment, from rock and roll, particularly like in the winter season, when most of the Americans and Canadians and other English speaking folks are here. You will hear lots of rock and roll and country. There's Legends, and right next to it you will see Que Pasa. Now, I believe they're closed. They close on Monday. They open Tuesday through Saturday, but they have a nice outdoor deck. Toma todo. And there's Friends Diner right there. Now, Panama is at the end of this walkway to my left, just before Cameron Sabalo. Let's take a walk back the other way. And of course, you can see at the end another Senor Frogs. La Casa Azul, the blue house. Shrimp factory on my left. One of the things, a sign on one of the little clothing booths and souvenir stands back there said Whopper sizes. One of the things to be aware of when you're here is the sizes are not exactly the same as what you would get, say, in the States or Canada. Now the beach is right there while I'm looking. The beach is right at the end of that walkway. But you have to be careful. You know, always, if you can, try stuff on because the sizes are different. Much like shopping in Southeast Asia, you can buy double X. Matter of fact, I have a friend who did it, bought double X size shirts and whatever in Southeast Asia, and they weren't even close. They were, you know, because they're just smaller people. So you have to be really careful. There's Lucky Bastard, which is another one of the local pubs. You see a lot of gringos having their Pacificos, Tecates, etc., etc., and that's pretty much what they do. I say they, I'm one of them too, but like I said, I don't do much in the way of drinking. Seems to me to, you know, when I want to do it, I'll go out and have a Coke and talk to some people and have fun, but I'm not a sit around and drink beer kind of guy anymore. Meaning at one time, I probably did that, for sure. Anyway, we're coming to some of the hotels now. Los Flores Beach Resort. They're nice hotels, but I would think that if I was staying down here for, you know, more than a week or so, this would get old because it would be very noisy. Now the convenience is great. Real estate, you'll see pharmacies everywhere, and keep in mind that for many of the drugs that you and pharmaceuticals that you need to take in the States where you would need a prescription, many of those you don't need a prescription here. You can buy in the pharmacies. I know that myself, all of my medications can be bought at the pharmacia, no prescription. So that's another way you kind of save, and they're less expensive. Here's the Courtyard by Marriott. And Margarita's restaurant. Cuarzos. Looks like they sell precious stones, jewelry type of quality stones. Margaritas and ribs. Several other jewelry shops here. Baba. The Courtyard. There's the house, barbecue and beer. Now I know what, if I remember correctly, this summer it seems like they were working on that. I don't know if they were remodeling or if they were closing down. I have not been down here to check that. I'll have to do that. Some shops available here if you're wanting to open up a little shop. This would be really busy in the winter. Arcos Beach Resort. Mostly you'll see a lot of timeshare, and you'll see, obviously there's an OXXO. You will find OXXOs on every corner, just about. There's a leather factory here, which is very nice. If you're into leather, I don't know when or where you would wear leather here. It's usually too hot. But, you know, maybe for that night out on the town, you know, where you're going to be in an air-conditioned place or something, why not? Why not? Love the smell of good leather. I'm just going to cut this right here because now we're into just the resort and the hotels as we go up here. There's Lindemar Suites, the Ave Inn. And this is interesting too, if you'll see what's on this wall here. Punto de la Union. And most of the buildings, especially the commercial buildings, all have these areas. And what they are is if there's an emergency, like say a fire or heaven forbid an earthquake or something, flood, whatever is going on, they have these places marked out on the grounds as places for people to gather when you come out. That way they can get a good count on people and see if anyone's missing. It's a great idea, and they're in this green, and they show you, you know, where to gather. So if you're at a hotel or something, always know where that spot is. Now I'm going to walk back one more block back where we just came from, and then I think I will probably shut this one down, and then we'll do another video later, maybe along the Sabalo or Cameron Sabalo Boulevard, to show you what happens up on the main boulevard. But this is the heart of the Golden Zone, where the action is basically. Back in the day, my understanding is this was the area that all the spring breakers would come to. Back in the day, you know, when spring break here was a big deal. And so you would have many young people like me at the time, you know, 30-40 years ago. Good Lord, maybe even 50 years ago. Well, actually 60 years ago almost, but you know, coming down here, just going crazy for a week, you know. That is a way back memory for me. But, you know, you could imagine this would be really primo. This place would have been hopping. And it is still hopping, but it's a little different crowd now. More older folks. This is the Venados store. For those of you that didn't know, Mazatlan has a professional baseball team called the Venados, or the Deer. They're in the Mexican League, the Mexican Pacific League here. They were runner-up this year. They got to the finals and unfortunately got swept in the finals. But I went to one of the semifinal games. It was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. A lot of fun. It was very noisy. If you've been to baseball games in the States, a bit different. A bit different. A lot of noise at the Venados game. But the game and the team, it was exciting. They had dancers. They had all kinds of things happening. Anyway, just something to think about. If you're here from October to January, you can catch a catch a baseball game or two. You know, it's not expensive. I mean, I had seats for the playoff game, semifinal playoff game, and it cost me 100 pesos. So what's that? $6, $7, something like that. Anyway, we're back kind of in the center now, and I'm going to cut it off right here at Senior Frogs, and stay tuned to Buenos Dias, Mazatlan. Again, my name is Ted. My friends call me Teddy, so you can call me Teddy. Stay in touch with us, Buenos Dias, Mazatlan. You can reach us, send us an email, Buenos Dias, Mazatlan @gmail.com. So anyway, I hope that this helps you see a little bit of the Golden Zone, and we'll catch you next time. Thanks a lot.